guys, welcome back to the house. So listen, we have so many housewives updates. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. Starting off with Dr. Wendy To You, sweetie. Dr. Wendy Osefo took to Fox News and she dragged the hell out of Miss Faulkner, I believe her name is. Okay, this young lady's name is Harris Kimberly Faulkner. I believe she's one of two black women who host a show on cable news. One being her on Fox News, with all of that propaganda and them lies and those conspiracy theories. And then you have Joy Reid from MSNBC. Uh, but yeah, Harris Kimberly Faulkner hosts a show on Fox News, the White People Network. And, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. She's a black woman. And y'all let me know. I don't mean to speak on behalf of black women, but I just don't understand why you would not advocate for your own people. It's definitely giving Candace Owens. So, Dr. Wendy To You, sweetie, was on Miss Faulkner's show where they talk politics and whatnot. And if you guys have not picked up a newspaper, one of the Supreme Court justices, I believe his name is Stephen Breyer. Let me look it up. Stephen Breyer. He's a liberal on the court. He is set to retire, so that means Biden has the opportunity, thank God, to replace Mr. Breyer with another left-leaning justice, because we know that the court is overwhelmingly conservative, right? Which, in all actuality, is really not that much of a shift. It's just replacing one liberal with another. It's not like we're adding another liberal to the court. But anyways, that's a different conversation for a different day. On the campaign trail, all of 2018 and 2019, Joe Biden said that he would, if given the opportunity, put a black woman on the Supreme Court. He said he would do it. He said he would do it. And honestly, he owes it to us. Okay, that's the very least that you could do, is get a black woman up there to be VP and get a black woman up there to give her opinions on these cases, because it was the black people who saved your campaign down there in South Carolina during the primaries. I mean, it just was. And then at the very end of the day, why wouldn't you have a black woman justice? I mean, she's black, so she can give that perspective. She's a woman. She can give that perspective. And she's going to know the law and interpret the Constitution in a way that represents a lot of Americans. Why not? Why not? I just don't get it. So they were having a conversation about this on Fox News. And I don't know. It just got real scrappy between Dr. Wendy and Miss Faulkner. Y'all, go ahead and check out this clip.
Because people have stated a black woman, well, we need someone that's qualified. Being black and a woman and being qualified, those two things are not mutually exclusive. You can be both.
You can be both together. I don't know where you're getting that from, but look at who you're talking to.
This network.
So don't be ridiculous about that.
Look at me. I'm a black woman. I'm successful. I'm amazing. And so is so many other women. But I think
what about everybody else? Why not a Native American woman?
Really, Miss Faulkner? Okay, really talking about well, why not a Native American woman? And my whole thing is, he promised that he would put a black woman up there. So why would he renege on his promise? Now, if he was to renege, y'all would have an issue with that too. Y'all would be tearing him down to the ground on this little TV show too. I mean, I'm just saying. So, yeah, I think she's under, this guise that, race should not be a determining factor when choosing a Supreme Court justice. And I think everyone can agree to that on some sort of basis. But at the end of the day, race isn't going to be a determining factor. The qualifications of whoever he appoints will be first and foremost. She's just going to happen, just so happen to be black. Get over it, sis. Get over it. And then you as a black woman, I just don't understand it, sis. Like, I don't understand. You've been working up there at Fox too long, okay? They are paying this woman to go against her own kind. I just don't really get it. Anyways, okay, let's go ahead and move along here. Let's talk about Teresa Giudice from Real Housewives of New Jersey. She recently went to Watch What Happens Live because The Jersey Housewives premiered a couple of nights ago, and you guys, the ratings were crazy. Okay, they were really good. Like the best ratings for a Housewives show in a really long time. But Teresa was up there, and I believe on the after show, she had her boyfriend in the audience, Louis, who was sitting up there in that video professing his love to his girlfriend and apologizing with all of the naked men at some sort of grown men's camp, looking a damn fool and whatnot. But yeah, Louis was in the audience, and somehow, some way, Andy Cohen asked a question about a prenup, and Teresa was like, "No, I ain't got no plans to do a prenup. Do you, Louis?" And Louis looked at them like, "No, we don't have no plans for no prenup." And then Andy looked at Gia, and Gia was like, "Yeah, no, I don't think that they should get a prenup because, my dad made Teresa sign a prenup and I didn't like it. And I don't think that they would want each other's things anyways." And I looked at Gia and I looked at Teresa. Like, I knew Teresa was kind of slow, but Gia is slow too. Okay. And Gia is 21, so I can talk about the child. We know Teresa is slow, but now I know Gia is a little bit slow too. And we know Louis is slow based off of that video on the beach. So I'm just looking at the Three Stooges like, really? Okay, really? After everything that you've been through in your past marriage, you would think that you would want to have all of the safeguards in place before you let this other in your life, sis. And Gia, you literally just explained the point of a prenup, which is, I don't want your stuff, you don't want mine. So if we both agree that we don't want each other's stuff, get the prenup. Hello? I'm confused. Is anybody home? Anyway, speaking of New Jersey Housewives, can we talk about the premiere episode really quickly? Margaret, why are you so thirsty? Why are you so press? Cardi don't need no press. Margaret is itching and fiending for a storyline, and I'm sick of it. It's giving jealousy. It's giving bored. It's giving, I don't have nothing going on at home, so I need to be worried about everybody else and their husband. Why are you so worried about Louis being on the beach talking about some Teresa? You need to address this. First off, sis, stay out my business. Like, how you gonna come to somebody's house talking about some, you need to address this? No, you need to address your own business, sis. How about you get back into your Toyota and drive back to that tacky ass house that you got with that man that you step all over? Okay, that's what I would have said if I was Teresa, but I understand she's the host to this party and she's trying to keep the peace. But Margaret, you was overstepping, baby. You was going all out of bounds. And with that also being said, she also tried to confront Jennifer. She tried to provoke Jennifer because Jennifer was having a conversation with Jackie, who Jackie is a snooze fest. Okay, if she's not talking about Gia allegedly doing whatever she was doing in the bathroom to make an analogy, to make a point, I don't really care, right? But Jennifer and Jackie were having a conversation about their situation. All of a sudden, the very pressed and thirsty Margaret, whatever her name, last name is with the pigtails, wanted to get all up in the Kool-Aid. Didn't you already learn from the last time when you got your pigtails snatched? Remember when Danielle snatched that little ponytail? You didn't learn from that? Oh, okay. Yeah, and then Margaret started bringing up this stuff about, oh, Jennifer, you're not real, you're not telling your truth. Apparently, Jennifer's husband, Bill, had an affair a while ago with the secretary, the pharmaceutical secretary, or something to that effect. And that was quite sad to hear that because, it seemed to me, I'm not a, super fan of Jersey. I've only really started back watching the show in the previous season. However, from the looks of it, it seemed like they had a really solid and loving relationship. And so to hear that he had an affair is very saddening. But at the same time, Margaret, okay, Earth to Margaret, you better watch out for your own husband. Because I have a feeling he's going to build up some sort of resentment for the way that you be treating him, emasculating that man and whatnot. You better watch out because he might be the next one to step out, sis. I mean, I'm just saying, okay? Now, moving from Jersey all the way down to Florida, okay? Miami, Florida, honey. Y'all, quiet as it's kept. And I know I came on here and said that the first 2 episodes were trash, but hunty, I am living for Miami. I just love the fact that they have 2 beautiful, tall, gorgeous, dark-skinned black women on there. I love the fact that most of the cast can dress. Like usually it'd be like 1 or 2 people out of the cast that can really put together looks, but I feel like their whole cast in a nutshell can dress. They all have beautiful hair, skin, outfits, fashions. They all seem rich. It's just something about Miami that I connect to. I really do like the show. Except for Miss Thang. Except for, I guess you would call her the matriarch of the group, who got kicked out of the group. And I really believe that that's the real reason why this woman is mad and upset. Marisol, sis, you really look pressed and you look like a bully. You look jealous, okay? Marisol has been seen in the last couple of episodes coming for newcomer Nicole by basically trying to start some mess, right? Marisol and Alexa are best friends. Nicole basically told Alexia, you've been kind of snappy lately. Alexia didn't like that. So what did Marisol's messy ass do? She tried to dig up some dirt on Nicole and brought it to the dinner. But for what? But for what, sis? Okay, to me, it's just screaming desperation. To me, it's just screaming, I know that my mojito is on the line, so let me try to create a storyline. But you still did not get the mojito. It's really funny because the 2 most annoying people on the show, Adriana and Marisol, so desperately wanted mojitos and couldn't even get them. And I think that's the real reason why they're acting out on these damn shows. All right, so let me know how y'all feel. Let me know if you guys are watching Miami. Y'all get into Miami, okay? I'm not going to steer you wrong. Pay the $4.99 for Peacock or, look it up on y'all's little websites or whatever you got to do. Do it. Get your mama or your daddies or your uncles, log in. Watch Miami because it is really good. Like, it's very refreshing in comparison to a lot of the other housewife shows like OC. Okay, and we going to end it off at OC. You guys, I just got done watching last night's episode, and honey, I am drained. I am drained. I am tired. I'm sick of the antics. It's annoying. Noella, sis, I love you. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're an icon. You're a legend. You're the moment. But sis, you are all over the place. You are all over the place. You look crazy. You look crazy. Heather is controlling and she's annoying. Like, on last night's episode, when they were looking at the land that they were thinking about purchasing for $15 million, I think the land cost $7 million, and then it's gonna cost $8.5 million to build the house. Like, okay, sis, if you just want to brag about how much money you got, just say that. Just say we have $15 million to spend. Yeah, when they were looking at the land, and she was like, "Oh, there's a lighthouse over there." And then the guy was like, "Oh, there's another one over there." And she's like, "Oh my God, we have all the views of the lighthouses." I was just like, girl, shut up. But yes, you guys, Noella is a mess. Heather is annoying. Jen is a waste of space. Gina and Emily are drunks. Shannon is lost in the sauce. This show is so annoying. Like, I thought Salt Lake City was annoying. No. At least some of their drama has substance to it. It's just like Noella literally has to be a mess and her life has to be falling apart in order for this show to even be the slightest of interesting. I mean, I'm just saying. So y'all got to let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Are you guys watching OC? Are you into Miami? Did you see the premiere of Jersey? How do you feel about the prenup? And then who won that little debate? Dr. Wendy Osefo or Miss Faulkner? Okay, let's have a dialogue in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and log off. I love you guys. And don't forget to create a great day.